The Chiefs got very lucky tonight, and not because they played a better game than the Ravens, which they did. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take away credit. Defense played a lot better than the Ravens, and overall they made more plays when they needed to, because the Ravens did have opportunities. But man, the Ravens have problems. Not like season-ending problems, but problems that you might want to be worried about if you're a Ravens fan. And I know a few. Lamar Jackson, as great as he was tonight at making plays and things like that, I got to be completely objective and honest. His arm is a little sporadic, a little too sporadic. He almost ended the season of stud tight end breakout star of the game. I forget his first name. Something like Likely. Man went off, and he threw to a wide open Likely in the back left of the end zone and made him jump like 13, 14 feet in the air for a football and come right down on his shoulder. Thankfully, he was okay. He came back into the game and almost won 2 plays later on an incomplete touchdown catch. Just a few inches. A few inches on the white paint, man. It's so close. But then even the play before that, the one to Zay Flowers, wide open in the middle of the backfield. He had to do a little dancing around and then stepped up on the run through it. Wide left. Completely missed him. Wide open. And that's not even counting, numerous plays before where he missed an opportunity on Rashad Bateman. There's a couple of series in the third quarter where he just overthrew him and then underthrew Zay Flowers. It's little things. It's little things like that. The placement of your football, the touch that you have when throwing that ball makes a difference. And that's the difference between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. That's the difference between a lot of different guys. And because of that, the Ravens lost. Now, this doesn't in any way make me feel strongly about either team. I still do feel like the Bengals have a great shot at winning the division as long as Joe Burrow stays healthy. And obviously the Steelers and the Browns will have some things to say about that with how they've built their teams primarily on the defensive side. They have strong pass rushes and good secondaries to really keep a game close despite them not being able to score as many points as you would want them to. And obviously you can't count out guys that I have more confidence in. Like, as long as Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, the Jets will be a threat. How big of one, we'll see. Obviously the Dolphins are a pretty solid threat with that offensive explosiveness that they have. And then Josh Allen alone in Buffalo. So AFC is going to be stacked and loaded with a lot of playoff caliber talent, and we just got to see who's the cream of the crop that can try to dethrone Kansas City. The Ravens feel like they want to be there, but watching them, I couldn't help but feel a lot of deja vu because of the way that they run their offense. It felt very similar to how Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni ran the Eagles offense last year. A lot of throws 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, like wide receiver quick screens and, running back, just like kind of running back screens, but really it's just passing to the back, the running back in the backfield with a blocker out in front of him, and it just never worked. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I know that this is how Lamar wants to play because it's his college offense. But you got Derrick Henry on your team, and I would have expected him to be utilized more on first downs, setting the tone on the ground. And your usage of Mark Andrews is just very, very questionable. Outside of a fantasy aspect, that I do have him on a few fantasy teams, but he's more of a pass blocker. He is your go-to tight end receiver. He should be your Travis Kelce equivalent. He should be that guy, and he wasn't. He wasn't used that way. Ravens got a lot to clean up. The Chiefs will continue to do what they do. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the Ravens and Chiefs. I'm going to do more videos just talking about NFL news and reacting to certain games, because while this will be Eagle-centric no matter what, I love football, and I have so much to talk about when I see games like this, especially go down to the wire like this and come that close. And the Ravens, man, they missed field goals. They had other opportunities where they went for it on fourth down, and they decided to go for it, and they missed it. And it's just a lot of issues. But let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys not tomorrow night because it's already Friday, at least over here in South Jersey, but later tonight with the Eagles. Yeah, 30 more teams have to play, and the next two, one of them happens to be the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, y'all.